Okay guys, so today I'm going to do a video review for you of Cloud Prospect Machine. These video reviews are going to be something that I'm going to start doing quite regularly from now on. Now the idea with these video reviews isn't that I'm just going to look at every product and tell you how great it is and how wonderful it is. Instead, I'm going to really try to dig in and have a look and explore the best methods you can use to actually make money with them. So I'm going to start taking a look at different products, and I'm going to start giving you my take on them. I'm going to tell you how I would use these products to make money myself. Okay, so that being said, let's take a look at Cloud Prospect Machine. Now, I've loaded up the software here in my browser. It's a software as a service, so when you buy it, you get the login and you get this command center. There's a load of things down here, but the only two you get on the front end are the mobile prospector and the mobile friendly test. Everything else is part of the OTO and part of the sales funnel. So I'll start by having a look at the mobile prospector, as this is where the real true value of this product lies. Now essentially, Cloud Prospect Machine is a way of searching for websites that are not well optimized for mobile, and then generating reports, professional looking reports, that you can use to approach these websites and offer them your services to make them optimized for mobile. Okay, so the way I see it, there's two main things we can do with Cloud Prospect Machine. There's two main approaches we can take if you want to make money with this. The first is to use it to generate lots of reports for lots of sites all around the world and fire off loads of emails saying, look, you've got a problem, we can fix it. So, for example, I could try and hit hundreds of, say, plumbers in America. I could choose google.com for my domain here, and then I could put my maximum URLs up to 100. I could try and find 100 different non-mobile optimized sites. So let's just run through this, and I'll just pause the video here while this task executes. Okay, so if we look at our different plumbing sites here, we can find ones that aren't mobile optimized, and straight up there's 76 different entries here. So you can go through all these different pages and you can see there's lots and lots of different sites that aren't mobile optimized, but I'll just stick to doing these two. We'll have a look at them. There, close these. Neighborhood Plumbing and Drain Company, and also Atlantis Plumbing Austin. You can see neither of these two are mobile optimized, and then if we tick them, we can then generate a report on these two. So now that we have our selected clients, we can then generate an email message to send to them explaining that we've analysed their site and not found it mobile optimized, and saying that we can fix this for whatever fee you decide to charge. And we can put in, make our email look really professional. We've got stuff here, we can put our business logo, our names, our phone number, etc. We can set up our exact email sending methods, and there's loads of different things we can include. We can include a report, and I'll show you exactly what the report looks like later on, but they're all auto-generated by this software, and they look really professional and great. And yeah, then you can just click fire, and it fires them off to all of these different clients that you've listed. And obviously we just did this with two different websites, but you could go through all of those different pages that I showed you before for all of these non-mobile optimized plumbers and fire them all off this email. And I only did that with plumbers in the US before. We could then repeat the process in the UK for UK plumbers, in Australia for Australian plumbers, and then maybe instead of plumbing we could do, I don't know, beauty salons. You know, you can repeat this again and again and again. However, I think there's a much better way of using this software, and I don't think it involves sending mass emails. I think it involves you searching for clients in your own town, producing your report and going to them in person. So let's explore this a bit further. So I'd previously done a search for hairdressing in Newcastle. That's my hometown in the UK. I've searched Google domain in the UK, and then we've had a look. I've only done the 10 URLs here, so I could have searched for more. And two straight away that jumped out at me, I'll just close. These were David Harvey Hair, Nicholas Mark Hair. I know both of these are located in Newcastle. I'll know exactly where they are in my own hometown. If we look at their websites, they aren't great, but I know that these are good hairdressers. I know that they're making money. I know that they would have a few £100s to get their mobile optimization sorted. So let's generate the prospects report for them. Now, at this point, we could email them as shown before. However, I think the best approach is to view the report. So what I would do is I would print off this report with the screenshot. I'll say our business has identified these problems with your mobile optimization. We can fix them for you, and this is how much we'll charge. Now, to make this strategy really work, I think you're going to have to approach them with a mobile optimized version of their site that you've already created. If you go in there, say we have identified these problems, this is my solution, and we will only charge you, say, $200 or whatever to fix it, they will say yes. This is where the mobile site builder comes in. Now, the mobile site builder is a part of the OTO, so you have to buy the OTO to get this, but this really makes my strategy work. With the mobile site builder, we can create a mobile site to approach our prospects with. So with our example here, we can do David Harvey Hair, put it in here, David Harvey Hair, and then click to create the website, and we can then select a template, etc., etc., and create it very quickly with no programming knowledge. Now, I won't go into all this here and go through creating the website, but suffice to say that this is what makes my strategy work. Think about it. If you walk into a prospect shop, in this example it's a hairdressing shop, we say, here's your report, these are the problems we have identified. We used the mobile site builder to create a working site that they can see, pre-done for them, that fixes all of these issues, that looks great, and we say we will only charge you $100, $200, whatever, to fix this for you and to give you this site. They are going to say yes. And you could, this is just one example. We already found another hairdressing site before that we could do this with. You could hit 3 or 4 different prospects in one day easily like this. Charge, say, $100, $200 for each one. You could be doing $1,000 a day. Charging $200 per person, doing 5 different websites in a day. That's easily done with this. So let's recap. How would I use Cloud Prospect Machine? I would forget about generating hundreds of reports all over the world. I just don't see that as a way to build a business. Instead, I would target your hometown or target towns that you can get to easily. I would identify different niches. So I did hairdressing before. Again, we could do plumbing, whatever. There's hundreds of different ones. Find non-mobile optimized sites that you can go to in person. Produce your report. use the mobile site builder to fix those issues and produce a great looking mobile site, and then sell that pre-done mobile site to that business at a price they can't say no to. And like I say, this is so scalable, you can repeat it in hundreds of different niches. You can, for hundreds of different types of business, you can make easy money like this, and it's a real business that you can implement today.